By the way, you're going to hear me say the word clause quite a bit. A clause of words in which there's a subject or a predicate. There are also Santa clauses and sometimes bear clauses. Two tenses which can use a sigma tense indicator, either an aorist or future. Well, since there's no augment in the front part of the verb, we know we're not past time, we know we're not aorist, therefore this is future, isn't it? Future active indicative third singular. A provisional translation would be he will baptize. After we have analyzed our verb, what do we look for next? Next, we look to see if the subject is further expressed. And yes, we see this word in the front here, a third personal pronoun, masculine, singular, nominative. So there's our subject. He will baptize. Why do you think that the autos is expressed here when it's not necessary? It's already part of the verb. Well, probably for emphasis, right? Because the first clause is saying, John is speaking, and John is saying, I have baptized you with water, but he will baptize you with the Holy Spirit, showing that contrast. Now remember, this word de is a post-positive conjunction. That means that it never occurs as the first word in Greek, even though in our English translation we put it first. Again, the humas, common, plural, accusative, second personal pronoun would be your direct object. Here we have the preposition in, and in is always followed by the dative case. So we have the words pneumati, hagio. Pneumati is neuter, singular, dative. Now, if I did not know that, I have some resources that I can use to help me to find how to parse this word. And a little later, I'm going to teach you how to use an analytical lexicon. It is a dictionary or a lexicon which parses all of the words in the New Testament and tells you what their lexical entry is. And then this word for holy is an adjective. And if this adjective is modifying this word for spirit, then it must agree. How with the word that it modifies? How does an adjective agree with the word that it modifies? In terms of gender, number, and case. But not necessarily declension. Now, be careful. It can be a little confusing for some students. Notice that this adjective is following a second declension ending here for singular dative. But this word is ending in a third declension pattern. And we haven't really gone over in detail third declension patterns. But whether they come from different declensions or not is not the point. As long as they are in gender, number, and case. Gender, number, and case. Now we have a dative here, Holy Spirit, and we need to decide the syntactical function of the dative case here. He will baptize you with the Holy Spirit or in the Holy Spirit. Why don't we say it's instrumental in this case, with the Holy Spirit. So what we have done in Mark 1:8 is we are now at the point of being able to analyze every one of the words, and in particular the two verbs found in this verse.